Hello everybody, it's Zapher here, and we are going to be starting a new game today. I feel like playing one of my favorite games of all time, Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness, which might actually be my favorite game of all time. Unfortunately, to do that, I have to just play through all of them. So, yeah, we're going to start off with the very first Quest for Glory game, So You Want to Be a Hero. This is the remake of it, not the original one, because Dave's not here, and I would prefer to play any of the typing games with Dave because they're hilarious. Oh, and then we jump right into it. We got the fighter, magic user, and the thief, who is the best. So we're going to be using the thief. Now, you see, we have to deal with all his stats. Well, first we're going to name him Zapher, because why not? And I'm going to put points into magic, because it's the only way you can use magic in the game. Start off low, just enough to have it. And I don't have parry, so I will take parry, otherwise you don't get it. Let's see. I'm trying to remember some of these ones. Yeah, just stick the rest into luck. Because the rest of these I can level up no problem. Luck I think is just random though, so we'll see about that. And here we go. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person is smoking a pipe. Looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. So it's very Dutch-looking people here. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz. That name. This is Otto von Gunn, my assistant. Mr. Sun. Good luck in your quest. Alright, here we are. So, yeah. Oh, now let's fix the sound and the speed. Volume down, detail up, speed up. There you go. And I think at the beginning of the... Oh. Don't have any magic. Let's see. This is one of the weird Sierra games, so you've got... it actually plays like a RPG, where you get stats, and it affects everything that you do in the game. And you'll also notice it has this other section here. So we've got our normal walking, our running, our sneaking, sleep, time of day. I guess this will tell you. Say, kids, what time is it? Yeah. Let's say hi to the sheriff. Let's ask him about the mountain. You should know, you came down from there. Mumble, mumble, overworked, mumble, underpaid, mumble, mumble, no control over my life. Town. This town was named by the barons of Spielburg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove out all the business. You can find a place to stay in the inn next door. You can learn about the jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you are interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There's still plenty to do and see in Spielburg. Oh god, I have to talk to him about everything. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself in the castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. The inn. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you in there. He will help you there. Whatever. The guild hall. The guild hall is at the southwest corner of town. You're looking for work. That's a good place to go. I don't know. I'm making him Italian. Let's see. Town. This is town name. Oh wait, I already asked him this. Monsters. The monsters came down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about the monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Wolfgang. Wolfgang down the guild hall is the one to talk about the monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. The guild hall. The guild hall is at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. The brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding somewhere in the mountains just around us. They robbed the merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. The merchant. The one who was robbed, he's staying at the inn, I believe. The inn. Go talk to the innkeeper. He'll help you there. Okay, what the fuck is he doing? Whoa! Okay. Treasure. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave or foolish, you might get you might get some treasure. Yeah, whatever. Danger. My friend, this world is filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I'm content enough to be Sheriff of Spielburg. Adventure. You'll need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the guild hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you should be going, or maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here with all the brigands. I've asked them about those guys already. Name. I am Sheriff Schultz, Mr. Son, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Otto. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. I'm gonna steal. Are you crazy? That goon would tear you limb from limb if you tried to steal his yo-yo. Alright. A lot of exposition at the beginning of the game. I love our guy. Look at him. He looks awesome. He's got his little cape. He's got the necklace, the tunic, and yeah, he looks awesome. What do we have in our inventory? Leather jerkin. We have a leather jerkin. It weighs about 20 pounds. We have one lockpick. It doesn't weigh anything because we're a thief, remember? Yes, in this game there are inventory items in this game that you don't need, and you can pick up a lot of stuff in this game, so you have the ability to drop it, which is always handy. You have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces, and the gold weighs things. Yay. How do I... yeah, see, you have a carrying capacity. You're carrying 24 pounds of equipment and supplies. Whatever else you picked up along the way can carry up to 45 pounds. It's not really a huge penalty if you carry too much. You just start walking very slowly. Who's this? She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Zzz. Grumph. Zzz. Oh, wait. You've come to the end of the main street. The town wall is to the south. You have an eerie feeling that someone is watching you. It's probably that. The eye over the magic shop seems to be watching you. Oh. We'll go there last. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters. Saurus, troll, griffin, dragon, cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp. Adorn the walls. You see the registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Oh gosh, is he ever. Fire blazing cheerfully in the fireplace helps warm the guildmaster's old bones. This creature is a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. Ha ha ha. That is a Space Quest reference, another Sierra game. They were created by the 2 guys from Andromeda. The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. It is still rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetar, slain by Wolfgang Adventurer? He's a Wolfgang Adventurer? Okay, whatever. It's this guy, probably. Ooh, even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielburg. Looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The plaque reads, Troll, slain by Wolfgang Adventurer. This crossbreed of an eagle and a lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plaque reads, Griffin, slain by Wolfgang Adventurer. The plaque reads, Moose, or the plaque under the moose says, Courtesy of the Sierra Online Prop Department. You never saw a purple saurus before you came to Spielburg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plaque reads, Saurus, slain by Hans Halfwitten. Past Adventurer's armor suit, you wonder why he doesn't need it anymore. Then you see the cheetar claw marks. Well, running theme in these games, shut up! Is to sign the Adventurers Guild book. You sign your name into the Adventurers logbook with a flourish. Let's go look at... On the wall hangs dusty, moth-eaten monster heads. Recognize the purple sword. Oh, I've already read this. Okay, let's look at the... Oh, we got jobs here. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture of a small child with braids. Reward. 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielburg. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. Reward for the return of a lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture and death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, wears a brightly colored robes, has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at the Spielburg Castle Gates. Wanted, brigand leader. Description: unknown. Appearance: wears a cloak. Must provide proof of the leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold pieces and title Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. Ooh, so that's our main one. We want to be a hero, so we want that one. What's this one? Notice, spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. This poster seems to have been here a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward: 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielburg. Inquire at the castle gates. And that is our game right there. This is everything we have to do in the game. And It's not easy. It's like, oh yeah, well I gotta go do that. Well, how are you gonna go do that? Well, that's the adventure. Oh, I have to talk to this guy, don't I? The guildmaster appears to be hard of hearing. Perhaps you should get closer. Zzz. This guy looks like a very old, bearded Dolph Lundgren. Ach! I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Then she turned around and I was staring into the biggest... Oh, it's you, my friend. What? This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It's also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielburg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got old. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid the Valley of Antwerps? Ja, it was a real adventure then. And this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here. If you look at our walls, there are trolls, griffins, cheetars, manta rays, and goblins wandering the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexars back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Who's Schultz? Is that the mayor? No. Ask him about all these. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very, very dangerous at night. Sauruses are a monster that are easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner, not as bright though. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetars are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Yeah, I think the cheetars are the hardest monster in the game, but I don't remember. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. They suck. Saurus Rex. Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. As they come at you, it's sometimes best to just run away. Over on the wall over there are the jobs posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't many good adventurers around here lately. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. The castle's just north of the healer's house. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. Oh, Schultz is the Baron. Dragon. One day, years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I could still see Stefan von Spielburg. Oh wait, no, he's... I wonder who Schultz is. Charging forward with his black horse, he slew the dragon whose head you see on the wall. The other one flew off. I hear people see that other dragon flying high overhead sometimes, but it has never dared attack us again. This valley is overrun by those odd monsters was overrun by those odd monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid our valley of those things. We might have failed, even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. Oh god. They said they were from some place called Andromeda. Must have been south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Watch out for the cheetars. I bear scars of my fight with one on the wall to this day. Still, it is stuffed, and I am still alive. I remember when Hans killed one there. Or killed the one there. It was a tough fight for him. Hans Halfwitten. He wasn't much of an adventurer, but he did manage to kill a Saurus before he made the mistake of tangling with a troll. Is that just one topic? I am Wolfgang Adventurer, the guildmaster of this hall. I am supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got in too much trouble, but now I don't get out. Or I don't get out much now. Blah 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 blah. Alright, curse. Ja! With the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands, it's just been one thing after another. Baba Yaga. That's not good. Baron von Spielburg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face around here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said that he goes nowhere and sees no one. Now, there was a hero, and worthy of the name Bernard von Spielburg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with a large claw mark on it. No sign of Bernard's body has ever been found. Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester, Yorick. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. With what our valley needs now is a hero. Hero? A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. That's what we're gonna do. Brigands. There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leaders of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information. Schultz. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town. Okay, so it was the sheriff who's Schultz. Okay. Otto. I like Otto, even if he is a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. And back to sleep. The tapestry is so rotten it would probably fall apart at the slightest touch. Ooh, gross. Let's go in the magic shop. Ooh. It's pretty cool. The floor is almost completely covered by a strange symbol. Looks like a question mark to me. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, scrolls covered with a mysterious symbol and arcane incantations. You see? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, crystal balls useful only those intended into the ways of witches. Oh, what's this? Looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. Coals are glowing. It's a bowl of pretty little fish. On closer observation, you discovered that the cute little fish are piranhas. You wisely keep your fingers out. Oh dear. Oh, that was loud. I am Zahara, or Zara. My companion is Damino? Damino. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. Hey, baby. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. Fairy folk. We are the people of power and magic. We live in the forests far beyond the mountains to the west. Fairy folk. We're the people of... Oh, I already asked that. Power. Power is the essence of magic. That which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Damino is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. It's not familiar enough with you to want to chat. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities, which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. Oh, so if one dies, the other will? The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by a familiar's shape. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading the magical scrolls. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. Initiation. When you have mastered the 9 spells, have the power to cast them all, and have proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become a full wizard. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. Well, that's quite the initiation. Wizard. A wizard is one who both shapes magic and is shaped by it. Aramis and I are the only wizards in this valley. Ooh, that's a new name. Erasmus. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town, at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. Oh gosh. He could be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. The power potion restores your magical energy, and it costs 75 silver. There are many magical entrances to the halls of magical mastery to the south. After you have gained the skill and good reputation in magic, you should journey south. If you are indeed worthy of being a wizard, you will find a way to those halls. It's the next game. We don't do that in this game. Hero. Master of the arcane arts. Use those skills to vanquish the evil curse, and you will become a true hero. Man, they're asking a lot from me on day 1. Spielburg. There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid the darker places. An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by the aura cast by the great spellcaster Arena. Arena was a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects the town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of town, and it is a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Arena's Peace. Arena is a very important character in this series. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here. Erasmus has his house on Zauberberg Mountain, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. Blah, blah, blah. I've already read that. Baba Yaga. She is a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielburg when he tried to drive her away. Hut. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter. Rhyme? I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. This is Baba Yaga's curse, cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielburg and all his clan, this is the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. He was once a great leader of this land until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells, if you have the potential. A true magical user has the innate affinity for magic. There is also the ability to store power, which ordinary mortals do not have. We sell several magical spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Fire Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, or the Open Spell for 30 silver. I know you can find a spell... What? I also know you can find a spell if you learn the secret of Arena's Peace. Oh. Okay. That sounds like something to do. That is the spell that lets you place magical energy upon a weapon. The energy will be released as a magical damage when you hit your enemy. Fire Dart. That is the spell that lets you cast a magical flame upon your enemy. The spell scroll will cost you 60 silver. It's a powerful spell. It's a good one. It's like the main offensive spell. Fetch. The fetch spell allows you to lift or lower a lightweight object from a distance. The spell scroll will cost you 40 silver. Open. This is a spell that allows you at first to unfasten simple locks and knots. As you gain in skill, you can even open doors with it. The spell scroll will cost you 30 silver. To the north of the town, surrounded by mountains, is an alpine valley that is rumored to be the final resting place of Arena, although no one is certain what happened to her. It is certainly a magical place of safety. There is also supposed to be a gift there for magic users who are clever enough to find it. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell and you will learn it. I think that's it. Alright, we just took in a lot of information. You know what? Let's see what else is should I kinda want some magic. I have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. Okay, let's get a spell. Oh! You may buy Fetch Spell, 40 silvers, Flame Spell, 60 silvers, Open Spell, 30 silvers, Healing Potion. Let's buy all the spells. Oh no! I don't have enough. Let's go with Open then. As you read the spell scroll, the spell is ingrained in your mind. Ooh. Oh, what? Oh, there. Now spells don't seem to work here. Okay, can I buy the other one? 30 and 40 is more than 60, so probably not. Yeah, alright. We'll come back. Ooh. Alright, gee, let's see what's out here. What's this place? Hero's Tale Inn. No, we don't want to go into the inn. It's not nighttime. Sign of the scissors above the door indicates that the building contains a barber shop. Well, we don't need to go there. Oh, who's this? You smell apples as you approach the corner. Good day and welcome to Spielburg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits or vegetables? Who are you? I am Hildy, daughter of Heinrich. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The farmer. Heinrich the farmer. Yeah, forget that word. My father is a fine farmer. My father is Heinrich... Oh, there's that name again. Ugh. We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time, then you would see many fruits and vegetables. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Oh, that's... Oops, sorry. Jeez. She's cute. Let's ask her for a date. Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it. Perhaps next year. Oh my, is that an invitation? Market. This is where I sell things from my father's farm. I think I already asked all of those. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They are very good for you. We also have some apples. Do I have to ask about each one? There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver, since they are so small. Carrots. Carrots are my favorite vegetable. They are so crisp and sweet. Rutabagas will keep well over the winter months. Parsnips can be made into a tasty pie. I don't like parsnip pie. Turnips are good if you could cook them in stews. Okay, thanks for the lesson on vegetables. Brigands. They have twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. That is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in town. The sheriff would stop them fast. Robbery. Many robbers ran up to father as he trotted back to town. My father tried to fight, but they hurt him badly. They then ran away to the southwest. Our sheriff is very brave. He told me so himself. Let's see. Oh, actually, the sheriff has killed a lot of monsters. She's got nothing else to say. Well, in this game, I know you have to eat. We have our rations here. 4 food rations. So, let's buy some food. Oh, they're all the same price. Apples. Carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay Hildy 1 silver piece. Dry goods? See a dry goods store through the window. Oh, okay. What is in here? This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you come in. He's a weird looking dude. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see many of those around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them, if you've done any adventuring at all. What's your name? Why, that's me, Casper. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all, comma, all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. Oh, this book, it's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Sounds like a great book. Equipment. Unfortunately, I only have standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Ah, the use of the dagger is the most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. It's a bargain at 20 silvers. You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though, and I would have to charge 500 silvers for it. That's expensive. Food. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you 5 silvers. A flask. It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or 2 in case you want to pick up a liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silver each. I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs. Who did I ask about? The brigand? Oh, okay. Sheriff. The sheriff and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. Hildy. Hildy sells produce for a reasonable price. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, how much do we have left? I wonder if we can get a dagger. You count your money, you realize that you don't have enough to purchase this particular item. You have to find a way to make some money. Let's buy 10 rations. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. Oh, great. Now I can't get out. Let me out. Let me out. Leave. What a weird map that was. Okay. What's this place? The door is bolted. The door is locked. Okay, guess it's nothing. Just a house. Go. 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 Good lord. There you go. What's this? Bakery? A bakery shop. The shop seems to be closed, although there are some dried up cupcakes in the window. There is a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." What's this place? A butcher shop. The butcher shop seems to be closed. There is a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." I wonder if that's important. What's this place? The door has been barred and nailed shut. The workshop has been long since abandoned. Oh, okay. I guess we can't go in. No, because it's locked. What's this place? The building looks old, dark, and a little seedy. The sign above the door depicts a beer stein. Well, it's a tavern, obviously. Let's go in the tavern. It's always a good place for these adventurers to start. The grimy window lets little light into the tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar is sticky with beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center flask cask. Ugh. Let me try this again. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. Oh, they're fishing. I get it. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression you are not welcome here. Have an apple? No. Alright. Who are these guys? I guess these are the 2 dudes. The butcher is wearing his blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old-made cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. You see a crumpled piece of paper under the stool. Looks like something you'd expect to see in a tavern, but a little dirtier. Ew. What's this paper? You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read, B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit. But I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. That is a cool looking cask. I want that. It's a mighty unusual keg there. Yeah, I sit facing away from the bar. What do you want? It's Frankenstein. This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to your stupid questions? Get out. Oh, I'm not welcome here at all. Ale, 1 silver. Troll sweat, 5 silver. Dragon's bath, 25 silver. Take your pick. It's the house specialty. It'll go down real smooth. It's good for what ails you, har har. What do you think I am? A guide dog or something? This is the Aces and Eights Tavern Stranger. Oh, that's not a good... Ace over eights? That's bad. That's the dead man's hand. Crusher. He doesn't like personal affairs discussed. My advice is to not do anything that'll get him upset. Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? Oh, let's have a beer. How much money do we have? Let's try the Dragon's Breath. Oh, I got no money. Never mind. Bye. How do I leave these places? What is up with this? Oh, God. Ooh. The breeze is cool, but you feel a cold shiver deeper than just the cold. You are now really on your own, in a very dangerous place. Yeah, Spielburg. It used to be wheeling and dealing, but now the wheels won't turn anymore. Oh, this must be the healer's shop. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood and smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. Oh, what's this? It's a little robin. Creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Oh, never mind. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in." The fragrances of herbs mingle with some of the rather unpleasant odors as you step inside the healer's house. Oh, she is scary looking. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also sell components if you are interested in gathering some... Oh, gosh. I also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. Healer. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but I mostly am known as the healer. I'll be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet Pateri? My pet Pateri, okay. Oh, that's my pet Pateri. He's a Petrosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Pateri keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. Petrosaur. They're a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. My ring is shaped in gold, like a braid of the herb Athelis? With entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Reward. I will give 6 gold to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift from when I graduated the College of Healing. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now I need some of Varanus flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetar claws. Oh great. I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. Troll beard. The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day and are found only at night in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I would pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. I use flowers from Arena's Pace to the north in nearly all of my potions. They have some of the magic of the place, even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Oh, okay. I'll go gather some flowers for her, I guess. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Arena's Peace. This very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Okay. Cheater claws. The cheetar look like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best get away from it. If you have managed to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. Did she say mandrake root? I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me, so I can use it for more potions. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. Well, that sounds pleasant. Castle. You can see the Spielburg castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Baron. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. The dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It's hard to believe she is gone. The brigands. Those brutes, I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. That's important. She hates thieves. If you're in here and you try to pocket any of her potions, that's it. She won't let you back in. She is a rather motherly-looking woman with a look of vagueness that belies her shrewdness. She wears an apron over her dress and a scarf wrapped around her head. Alright. Well, we gotta go find her ring. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I will give a reward to the one who returns it. Alright. Oh, there's the castle up there. Let's go there. Ooh. Who's this guy? My name is Carl. Look at that nose. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielburg. The stable keeper... Oh, I'm asking him about a job. The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. Does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. Stable. Cleaning up after the horses is a good way to build up your muscles. Baron, my lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Loss. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielburg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. I guess I get to ask about the curse? Yeah. Elsa? Elsa von Spielburg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes, like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut. I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielburg would be about 18 now. Aww. Hut. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. Yorick. He was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and sworn he would not return until Elsa was safe. Baba Yaga. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortunes. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Stay away from her. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he sent the baronial guards after her, only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value you shall lose. All that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Ooh. I've already asked about the hut. Baron von Spielburg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Oh, that's a shame. Valley. Spielburg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before Baron lost all of his family. Now the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin that this land has come to. There are many foul creatures stalking the forest since the Baron has too few guards to protect the valley from them. Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night. One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own death unless one uses protection. Protection. There is an unguent you can purchase from the healer which protects against the dead that walk by night. Ooh. She never mentioned anything like that. Baba Yaga. This is powerful ogres. Oh, okay, we already asked about Baba Yaga. Brigands. There are now too few guards to take out the brigands, which rob our people and drive away the traitors. They hide somewhere near the edge of this valley. The brigands are protected by a magical user, and they have a shrewd leader. Brigand leader. The leader of the brigands must be a good strategist. He has organized and led many raids, which has resulted in much treasure and little loss on the part of the brigands. Without their leader, the brigands would soon flee. Brigand warlock. Not much is known about him, but he seems to use more magic potions and powders than spells. Treasure. Many merchants have been robbed by the brigands. There is a merchant in town who could tell you about his robbery. Oh, yeah. I've already been told about him. Reward? There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielburg of 50 gold. For the capture and death of the brigand warlock, there is a reward of 50 gold. For the capture and death of the brigand leader, there is a reward of 50 gold and the title Hero of Spielburg. Hero. Hero of the Realm of Spielburg is a title of respect and honor. A true hero can release this land from its curse using his intelligence and courage. Can I come in? Just a minute while I raise the gate. Oh, he's going to let me in. Cool. Let's go in. Ah, the courtyard. Ooh, who's this guy? The guard looks like he's either very tired or very lazy. I'm not here to answer your stupid questions. Go talk to Carl the gatekeeper. He talks to anyone about almost anything. Okay then. Actually, I want to go in the guard house. There is no answer to your knock. The guards must all be asleep. Oh, I can't go in? Shh. That's cheap. Ooh, horse. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. What time of day is it anyway? Sunset approaches. Oh. I think we're done for the day. Alright. So let's end the day, I guess. We'll head back to town before they close the gate, because they will close the gate at night. And I don't think there's much else to do today. So we'll go in here. Ooh. Huh.
Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here.
You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in, when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. Ooh. Oh my.
I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish for food or drink?
Let's buy a meal. Let's buy Abdullah a meal. Gladly I will allow you to buy me a meal, O Prince among heroes. Shima, prepare me the feast of 6 Horus. I am willing to wait. Your kindness overwhelms me. I can tell you will someday be a great hero. Now you will have a secret. Among the items they stole from me was a magic rug. I alone know the words to command it. If you help recover my treasure, I will take you, Shamin, and Shima back to our land by the way of flying carpet. Shafir needs powerful heroes too. Ooh, let's buy a meal. Pay Shima for a meal. She's got like a little tail too. Yeah, so there's like cat people in this game. Let's ask him about the robbery. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be a wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah Du, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. Ooh. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Magic. The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. Minotaur. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. Oh, dinner time.
I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you.
Oh, that was nice of her. The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away! Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. Wealth. I had treasure carefully brought from Shafir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me. I already know about that, though. I am Abdullah Du, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and former master merchant of Shafir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. Even though they too lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shaima are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. She is the finest of cooks, outside myself, that is, but her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. He is the very prince of Kataz. Ah, Shafir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce Djinn, and Ifrits, who seek to drive all the men in Kataz from the land. But I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. I trade treasures of one land for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure I had, and I am a merchant no more. The food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. Hey, she's coming back.
Permit me to clear the table for you.
A night's rest.
May you dream of all the rewards you deserve.
You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silvers for the room. The sleep heals you and refreshes you. And with this night's sleep, we will end today's stream. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of Quest for Glory 1. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I am. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.